Hello and welcome back to Automate Office Work. I'm your host, Justin. Today's episode, Building Your Dream. Do you have a dream? Do you have an idea for how to make your work better? If only you knew how to build it. How would it make you feel? No more endless emails, spreadsheets that feel like chaos, and dreading coming into work on Monday mornings feeling like everything is out of control. I'm asking about your dream. What if all your tools talk to each other? You never had to do the same repetitive task twice. Your whole workday felt organized, calm, even enjoyable. What if you could do your best work, orchestrating, in the flow? You could be freed up to be creative and strategic. What if you could build a system where everything just worked? I know it sounds bold, maybe even a little idealistic, but stick with me. Today we're going to talk about going from chaos to clarity and how to design a work life that actually serves you. Part 1. Dare to dream big. The most important step in the process is to have a dream. If you dream of the future, you're already in a minority of people. Most people simply accept the world as it is. There's a minuscule percentage of the population that dreams of the future. They have the guts to build their dream, to invent a new way of doing things, and to grab their dream from the future and pull it into the present. These people are a treasure and a gift to the rest of humanity. If you're one of the few who dreams of improving the world, you owe it to yourself and everyone else to chase your dream. Most people never stop to envision what the future could be. They're stuck in what I call survival mode. I'm too busy to fix the system. I just need to get through this week. That's just how we've always done it. But let me tell you something. Every breakthrough in how we work started with someone bold enough to ask, what if there's a better way? Think of all the things we wouldn't have if everyone was content with going along the way things have always been. So here's my first challenge for you. Take 5 minutes. Grab a notebook and ask yourself, what would my perfect day at work look like? What frustrates me the most right now? What would my dream system do for me? Don't worry about how yet. We'll get there. Part 2. Why most people don't dream and how to break free. Here's the hard part. Most people don't even realize they're allowed to dream. They've been trained to accept things as they are. They've been trained merely to push buttons and to be a cog in somebody else's machine. To just go along and to obey and comply. You've heard these lines before, right? That's just how it works around here. We've always done it this way. It's not perfect, but it's fine. But fine isn't good enough for you. Writing the same manual emails, answering the same questions for the 1,000th time isn't good enough for you. Wasting an hour copying data from one place to another doesn't work for you. Pretending to be a computer and calling it a career isn't good enough for you. Maybe it works for others, but you are a dreamer. The first step to breaking free is awareness. Ask yourself, what am I tolerating at work that I don't have to? Here's a quick example from my own life. When I started out, I spent hours every week drafting the same types of contracts. I thought, I can't do this for 40 years and call it a career. My time is too valuable. My brain power is better spent on higher things. I realized, what if I could automate all of this, or at least most of it? I started small, templates, workflows. I broke down my workflow into 20 steps. And one step at a time, I learned how to automate it. Things that used to be monotonous and take 20 minutes suddenly became a single button click and 30 seconds. That's when I realized most of the rules we follow at work aren't real. They're just habits. There's nothing that says you have to spend hours on something when you could automate it and get the same product. Part 3. Learn the rules, then break them. Here's a paradox. To break the rules, you first have to learn them. If you recently graduated and you're tearing out your hair because everything in your personal life is automated, while you have to sit at a work desk and do everything manually, don't just quit. Instead, study your systems. Learn why things are set up the way they are. Spot the bottlenecks. Then, once you understand the rules, you can break the ones that don't work. This is where the magic of automation comes in. It lets you bend the rules without breaking them. Don't get discouraged if you have a boss's boss that doesn't see the point of technology. They might even prohibit you from using certain approaches to solve problems. Well, guess what? It doesn't matter. There are millions of ways to solve problems. They just blocked one. Use the tools that you have. Part 4. Cross-pollinate your thinking. Here's another secret. The best ideas don't always come from your own field. They come from borrowing ideas from other fields and remixing them. So be curious. Learn about what other fields are doing. How could you apply computer principles to law or finance methods to journalism? Never stop learning, because learning isn't just about knowing stuff. It's about connecting and remixing to create new approaches and see things in a different way. What could you learn about visual design to improve your work? What could you learn from linguistics to improve contracts? What could you learn from music theory or biology to apply to workflows? Expose yourself to new ideas, and suddenly you'll see patterns and solutions you never imagined. This is what I call creative automation. You're not just copying what everyone else is doing. You're building something unique. And never underestimate the value of sitting quietly with your thoughts, walking through nature, or sleeping on a problem, and you wake up with inspiration. Part 5. Build drive and resilience. Here's the truth. If you start dreaming big and building new systems, people might resist. They'll say, that's too much work. Or, who put you in charge of this? Or, why change what's working? Or, we don't have time, or money, or budgets, or authority, or whatever else they think that they need to have. That's where drive comes in. If your vision is strong enough, nothing can stop you. Start small. Automate one tiny task. Feel how good it is to free up that mental space. Then tackle something bigger. Momentum is your friend here. And remember, you're not just doing this for yourself. You're creating a better work life for your whole team, even if they don't see it yet. Part 6. Find your tribe. Finally, you don't need to do this alone. Actually, you shouldn't do this alone. Notice we haven't talked at all about actually building anything yet, and that's because you don't have to. You can connect with similar people. There may be people already building the solution that you want, but they need your insights to make it perfect. Some of the best collaborations are when dreamers meet up with builders. I met with a new client once. She knew exactly the solution she wanted to build. She actually went on YouTube and tried to teach herself to build. She got pretty far, and then she got stuck. She met me, and her first words to me were, "You're just the right person I've been looking for." That kind of teamwork is unstoppable. Automation is a team sport. We build to improve the lives of people. Find your tribe, the people who love tinkering, exploring, imagining. If you find yourself alone in your company, join online communities. Connect with others. I hope I've done my small part to help you find community. You and your dream. You are unstoppable. So let's get back to your dream. What are you waiting for? Get started. Unleash it to the world. Start small. Automate one thing. Even if it saves you 5 minutes a week, that's 5 minutes of your life back. Every single week from now on. Every improvement compounds. And if you found this episode helpful, share it with a friend or colleague who's also dreaming of a better way to work. I'm Justin from Automate Office Work. Let's build the future of work, one system at a time. Happy automating.